Hello, dear students who are studying at Edexcel English for EA1. We have started. Welcome to this series of lectures on Anthology of English, published by Edexcel. So it's a collection of some non-fiction and poetry and prose that can be a part of your syllabus and will appear in your exam. So today we are going to discuss this If poem that is actually written by Rudyard Kipling. So the poet actually born in India, Rudyard Kipling, who who was born in India and died in England in 1936. So this poem is said to be published in 1910. So it's in 20th century. It's part of 20th century literature. The poem is about. So in this video we are going to read it line by line. I am going to explain all the words and we are also going to explore its theme, its meter, rhyme and figure of speech and other devices that we can have it. In your exam you can have these type of questions like describe the qualities of good man described in the poem, discuss, analyze it, and also discuss the language and structure of the poem. So we will be looking side by side all these things. So Rudyard Kipling was born actually in colonized India. It was a time of when the India was colonized by the British Empire. So Rudyard Kipling was also given the Nobel Prize in Literature, I think in 1907. So it was not an ordinary poet. He also wrote some short stories and other books and works of literature in English. He was English novelist and prose writer as well, and also a poet. The White Man's Burden and the If poem is one of his masterpieces in English poetry. Let's now explore its words. So, what is its rhyming scheme? Let's first explore its rhyming scheme. So, let me first change the color. Okay, so let's call it A. If you can keep your head when all about you and losing theirs and blaming it on you. So it's again the same sound at the end. It will be A. You, again the same sound at the end. It will also be A. Two is also same. It's A. Two. Now waiting is a new sound. It's not the same vowel sound. We call it B. Lies, it's again another one. It's neither matches with B nor A, so it will be C. What about hating? It goes back to waiting, so it will be B. What about wise? Lies, wise, so its little resembles with the previous sound in lies and wise, so it's C. What about master and aim? So it's we will call in this stanza. In second stanza it's A, then aim is B. Disaster, master, it's again A. Same, aim, it's again B. Spoken is a new sound at the end, unspoken, so it's C. Fools will be D. Now broken and spoken, again C. Tools and fools, so it will be rhyme with D. So it will be A B A B C D C D. This is the rhyming scheme of second stanza. Now let's see a third and fourth stanza for its rhyming scheme. So winnings, let's call it A. Toss does not match with that, it will be B. Beginnings and winnings, so it's again A B A. Loss and toss, so it will be B. Sinew, C. Gone, D. Sinew, U. C. Gone, on, it will be D. A B A B C D C D. Now virtue, let's call it A. Touch, separate sound B. U rhymes with virtue. Ooh, U. A. Much, touch, let's call it B. Then we have minute, let's call it C. Run, D. That's in it, minute, So it's again C. Run and sun, it will be D. A B A B C D C D. So in these third stanzas, the rhyming scheme is A B A B C D C D, but in the first stanza it's A B C B C. Okay. And what about its meter? So its meter, if when we explore its meter, it's iambic pentameter. It will be iambic because it has one unstressed syllable and then a stressed syllable. Then again unstressed and stressed, unstressed and stressed. If you can keep your head when all about about you. So it's iambic and it has 5 feet in each line. This is 1 feet. Unstressed and stressed syllable becomes 1 foot. This is the second foot, third, fourth, and fifth. So there are 5 feet here, so we'll call it pentameter. That means having the 5 feet. So it's iambic. Sorry for this writing with a digital pen. I am new with this. Iambic pentameter. So it's iambic pentameter. Now let's read the poem. You will see this repetition of if at all the beginning clauses of these sentences. This is called anaphora. It's a rhetorical device. It's called anaphora. It's actually a literary device. That means the repetition of a word at the beginning of clauses or sentences to create certain effect of rhetorics, to emphasize on something or to maintain the importance of something. This whole poem actually includes a lot of devices. So the tone of this poem is didactic. Didactic because didactic means having a some moral message, some advice in it. The purpose of this poem is to teach something. The persona that is there is like a father who is teaching his son, or to the general audience if you are also the reader as son of the poet. So the poet is directly addressing and using the pronoun you. Let's now change the color. Yes. Now using this pronoun you means that the poet uses second person pronoun to directly address, to maintain the conversational tone. Okay, and the purpose of conversational tone is to have the effect of advice, conversation, and also to create an intimacy and understanding and bonding between the reader and the writer, for to maintain good purpose of advice. So the poet adds so many moral teachings in it. If you do this, if you do this, if you do this, then the main clause of the poem is at the end. Yours is the earth, and which is more, you will be a man. Okay. So there are so many ifs. If you do this, if you do this, then what will you get as a reward? The reward is there in the last 2 lines of the poem. Let's explore each stanza now. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. So here is how to maintain. There are several qualities, like here there are the emotional or the emotional intelligence type qualities, like how can you maintain your calmness in pressure, in difficult situation. Now there are two idioms being used here. Let me highlight them if I can. Oh yes, here it is. Let me try. Yes. Keep your head and losing theirs. Okay. Now when we say keep your head, it's an idiomatic expression that means staying calm. Okay. So staying calm when You have to stay calm. This idiom means to stay calm. When other people are losing theirs. So the noun after theirs is missing. It's had. It's referring back to there. It's missing here. The object of their pronoun, possessive pronoun, is missing. So losing theirs, what? Their head. Losing one's head is again an idiom. It means losing control or become panic others, control, and become aggressive against others. So when other people are attacking you, criticizing you, and blaming it on you, if you can maintain calmness in that environment, there are the pieces of advice. So keep your head, and these verbs also maintain a kind of imperative tone as well to suggest advices. So if you, the first thing is maintaining calmness in pressure. Then if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can trust yourself when all men are doubting you, when other people are not trusting you, you can believe yourself. It's like self trust or self confidence. You can make a list of good qualities here. They will help you in the analysis of the poem and the long essay question of 30 marks that will appear in your paper too based on this poem in Edexcel English. So self-confidence. But make allowance for their doubting too. Make allowance here means giving room for their doubts and their criticism. It means to accept and accept, consider. It means consider how to get rid of it. Let me see. Yes. So okay now. So consider, like, you should also consider why they are doubting you. Stay vigilant about it, stay reflective about it. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, it means if you possess the quality of being patient, that the patience, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. It means when people are telling lies about you, you don't lie back. It means the good character and your self-control. Or being hated, don't give back way to hating. If people hate you, don't hate them back. It means the emotional control. So you don't have a reactive nature. Like if people hate you, you don't start hating them back. You keep your morals high. You keep your virtues with you. Okay, let's now move to the next line. That is, and yet do not look too good nor too wise, that you don't do the show off, or you don't like do the extra goodness. You don't show off, you don't do that, you don't pretend to be so good. That also gives the quality of humble humility. So it means do not show off. So nor look too wise means stay humble. Don't pretend. Even if you are a good person, don't make it too much show off. So if you can dream extraordinary. Now these type of punctuation marks that you can see, like these type of dashes, also maintain conversational tone. So you can, in your language structures, you can also notice the language devices, the grammar structures, and the punctuation marks even. So if you can dream and not make dreams your master. Yes, you have the ability to make high, to have good dreams, to make great ambitions. But you should not be totally driven by your dreams. You should not be too much obsessed with that. If you are over obsessed with your dreams, you will neglect your other duties and you will lose the balance of your life. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. Now the poet here uses parallel structure. You can dream, you can think. Not make dreams your master, not make thoughts your aim. So same parallel structure is being used in these two lines. You can highlight this one. The parallel structure that enhances the beauty of these lines and is useful for the reinforcement of something. Reinforcement and to put focus on something. The poet uses parallel structure to like parallel things, the dreams and aims and thoughts. So your thoughts should not paralyze you. If you make your thoughts your aim, do not always keep thinking about the problems and do not do overthinking so that your thinking may not paralyze you. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, so if you can be triumph, as you can see the capital T and the capital D here. So these two words, two things have been personified here as two people and treat those two impostors. So impostors are people who are pretending to be something else to deceive others. So it means that this is just the apparent disguise of the triumph and disaster. Actually, they are neutral things. They apparently seem to be success or failure or conquest and defeat, the triumph and disaster, the win or the loss. So you should treat them all equally. This is the emotional balance. You remain neutral to whether you are having some glory or tragedy. So emotional balance, the concept of emotional balance is here. So, and here is also the language structure that is being used, or the device being used here, that you can analyze is the personification of triumph and disaster, like human beings that you can meet. Personification. They come in another form, but actually they are not. They're the same neutral situations, remain calm and same in all circumstances. Like, don't become too much proud and triumph, and don't become too tragic and sad and depressed and disastrous. If you can bear to hear, now bear and hear the repetition of these two, like the ending sounds are the same, the bear and hear, rhyming words you can say. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. So knaves are the dishonest person, and make a trap for fools mean to deceive other people. Okay, so twisted mean distorted and misrepresented. Distorted, and when your truths are distorted by other people and spread as rumors, you can bear that. You can tolerate misrepresentation of your truths by the bad people. You should not become irritated or angry. Just tolerate it. So the tolerance. Here comes the tolerance. Tolerance. Okay? Or wash the things you gave your life to broken. So the object of watch is actually the things that you gave your life to broken. So when you watch that the things that you gave your life to are broken. So broken is an adjective for the word things. So but which things? Here is an adjectival clause that you gave your life to, those things. Sometime you work hard for some missions, for some aims, some dreams, you work hard, but at the end everything crashes. Your plans are destroyed, things are broken and made to ashes. So when you see them, you collect your worn out tools to build them again and stoop You bow down, you stay humble, you don't feel like too much depressed. You give a new start. So the theme that you get here, the quality is that the rebuilding, or a new start after a failure. With all those worn out things that you see the broken in front of your eyes, it's really hard, that things that you make a lot of effort, but at the end you see them broken. It really crushes you, it hurts you. Let's now change the color for last two stanzas. As I told you, I am new to this digital pen experience to engage you more in my classes. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, what is this heap? The idea of heap. Do you know that? When we put one thing over that, the other thing over that, a lot of these stones, one over the other, it becomes a heap. This is an heap, a collection of things piled up together, one over the other. If you put all things together, all your winnings here mean all your achievements, all the things that you have achieved, your great winnings, your great achievements, you put them together and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss. So pitch and toss is a gambling game from the past. It's a symbol. It's now symbol of symbol of risk or luck. Okay. And risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings. So you can take risk. It shows that you have this quality is one, that you have courage to take risk and put your achievements at risk, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. To face your loss and defeat with grace in loss. You don't complain about your loss, about your tragedies, but remain calm and strong and committed and dedicated, and show a very strong face of you in front of people, and you don't utter a single word about your loss. Breathe here means speak, utter. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew, now heart here symbolizes the emotional strength. Nerve is a symbol of the mental strength, and sinew is a symbol of your physical strength. So if you can push all your mental, emotional, and physical strengths to serve your turn long after they are gone, when you are in empty, when you have lost all your physical, mental, and emotional spirits, and you can push them again to serve your turn, to help you achieve your goal, your race of life, your ambition, your struggles to reach your destination. If you can push them all again when they are gone, when you have lost your physical, emotional, and mental strength, and you give a push again and start up for a new life. And so hold on, and if you can, so hold on again refers back, connects back with if you can phrase. And so hold, it means if you can hold on, you cannot give up, you don't give up, you continue when there is nothing in you, the emptiness in you, but still accept the will has also been personified here as yourself. You just have the willpower, everything is gone. But so here comes the theme of strong determination and willpower. Accept the will which says to them. Now, say is like a human trait, so it's personification here, which says to them, hold on. Who is these them? Them are all these qualities. Heart and nerve and sinew. This pronoun refers back here. So, your willpower again motivates your emotional, physical, and mental strengths. pushes again and says, your willpower says, hold on, continue, nail it hard, don't give up. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue. Now, crowd here mean ordinary people, the simple laymen. When you talk with laymen, ordinary people, you keep your virtue. You don't give up your good qualities. You maintain your morals among common people. Or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. It means you don't lose the common touch of the sense of being an ordinary man. If you don't lose it, it means you don't become proud in the company of kings, and in power you stay humble. Don't become arrogant when you are in company of kings. So it's humility. When you are with ordinary people, you stay you don't lose your good morals, and when you are kings, you don't feel arrogant, you stay humble. It means in all companies, whether you are in power or with ordinary people, you maintain your moral standards. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. So this is something, neither foes, this is like your emotional independence. When nobody can hurt you, you have strong emotional intelligence. It's emotional independence. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if all men count with you. Now, count with you mean that you respect all but none too much, but you depend on nobody. Respect all people, but do not over rely on anybody. Don't become dependent on anybody. Don't like give extra importance to anybody. Just give them all equal respect. This is now a very noble character, the features all that have are being discussed in the poem. If you can fill the unforgiving minute time with 60 seconds worth of distance run. So distance run is like a race. So time has been compared to like race. Like time has been treated as a metaphor of race. So if you can fill your every single minute, you can make it worth of a distance run, the race where you can spend a lot of space. If you can make every single minute worth of a distance run, you can do a lot of great things even in a single minute. So this last quality that the poet discusses, that if you have this last quality with the if clause, is actually your time management and hard working. Okay, let me add this one here. It's like time management. Okay, it's time management and hard working. Yours is the earth and everything that is in it. This is now a hyperbole, exaggeration. The earth is yours. Yours is the earth. It's hyperbole. It means everything will be yours. You will be master of everything. Hyperbole, exaggeration. This is a device that we use, the poet used to make a focus point to describe the importance of something. We use hyperbole. So the poet says that the whole earth and everything that is in it will become yours if you can do all these things mentioned above. And which is more, you will be a man, my son. Now, this directly addressing to my son maintains the tone of advice and politeness, and using these beautiful words, you will be a man. The second person pronoun and also this punctuation mark of dash maintains a conversational tone, which is more, you will be a man. So to become a man, the masculinity features You should have all these good qualities of tolerance, forbearance, and not hate back when people hate you. Don't rely too much on other people. There will also the use of personification and this repetitive structure of if clauses with can and this anaphora and the didactic tone and all these things we have discussed here. Now you can write a long essay about it, discussing the various good qualities mentioned by the poet and also describing the language and structure and the other poetic devices that you find here. If you find any other language or the literary device here, you can write in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you again with the next piece of Edexcel English Anthology for your English language paper. Goodbye. Take care.